What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel as well as on Twitch, so make sure you come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound, and I do have a new song out recently called Summer Gravity, so check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Alright guys, I know I just made a video about this in terms of my overall win rate for last season being disappointing at 48.5%, but this season is off to a terrible start. I'm going to show this to you here, but I am currently at 38% of a win rate. Now, I've only played a couple of battles here and there, so this is primarily the bot, and I've gotten a decent amount of extra energy so far just by opening, I think it's like the tier 1 of the most basic chest that we have. So there's been extra energy, and it is not going in my favor at all. So the question that I'm asking myself now is, well, I'm not going to be going out and buying a bunch of other cards. First question is, why did it just become way more difficult, and why is my bot struggling? And B, is it time to change my bot? These are the questions that I'm asking myself, and I'm kind of asking them out loud for the rest of the group, for anybody else out there that does bot their account. I've been using Archmage. I have nothing bad to say about Archmage because they have been relatively fantastic for me. Very easy to use for the past couple of years now at this point. I know Xbot is the other bot out there that is one of the top tier ones, and shout out to Siler for that, and he's obviously on the team now as well, or working with the team to help prevent botting in a modern format and any other formats that they don't want that in. So this is actually really disappointing to me to see the season starting off in such a way. Now, maybe I finished the season too high, right? I did finish in Champion 3. I've now already dropped all the way down to Diamond 3, and just seeing the amount of wasted potential, right? I know it's not much. It's probably just I'm 8 or 10 wins short in terms of being 50%, but the win rate percentage is just abysmal. And so the other option that I have is to potentially play the game myself. Oh my gosh, or what a crazy revolutionary idea, right? But for example, I'll be traveling this week, and I know that I won't have a chance to play all 24 battles. That being said, I don't know, maybe I'll jump into the mobile app, which I just downloaded. I'll make a video about that separately. But this is just something that is kind of I'm not sure what to do. If I finish this season, worse than 40%, that would be awful. And you guys might be saying, okay, well, this is the beginning of the season, that's always the toughest time, right? And if we go here to you can see we're only not even 3 days into the season, right? I think it's 15 days total in the season, so there's still 12 days, almost 13 days remaining, and it's just based on how I finished last season and then now how I'm starting this one, it's just I don't know what to do. So that's my big question for you, or several sets of questions that I have for you guys. For those of you that are running a bot out there, are you happy with the service that you're getting, right? Would you recommend maybe one of the other ones? And then B, have you noticed significant difficulty increase in wild format? Now, again, it would be one thing if we got a bunch of other accounts that were top tier, way above me. Or the same thing could happen in the reverse scenario where it's just we lost a bunch of non-earning accounts, right? So accounts that essentially did not have win rates dropped out. So now I'm just fighting against a lot of higher collection or, better collection folks. Maybe it's one or the other. I have no idea how this season has gone so far. I will do a voucher update video, or not a voucher update, but a wild season pass video at some point now that we have this season's worth of data. But that's the big issue for me right now. Just wanted to share how awful this is. Now, one thing to keep in mind is as we look at the top of the leaderboards here, this could be it. This could be it, right? You're seeing people with 60, sometimes even 70% win rates. And so my initial thought, right? Because we know a lot of this tends to normalize out towards the high 50s percentage, right? So Vuctus, for example, finished last season at 57%. Everybody behind him finished at 55, 56, right? There's nobody, well, I guess you have Justin Joy at 58, maybe someone at 59, right? But nobody's finishing, there's one here, Deuce Crypto, finishing at 64%. But keep in mind, Deuce Crypto is only playing 306 battles in a season, right? As opposed to some of these top tier accounts. So My guess is that there's just a lot of energy. A lot of top tier accounts are playing a lot of energy this season, or not playing a lot of energy, but they have a lot of energy at the beginning of the season. And maybe I've just never checked my win rate early on in the season. This is the first time I'm like actively paying attention to it, and maybe it'll normalize out in a couple of days or towards the end of the season, get closer to that 50% range. But I just want to share with you that it has been a brutal start to the season in a time when I want and would love more glint, and each lost battle is each lost battle is a potential opportunity of 1,000 glint for me, roughly. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.